Blessings, what's up? It's your boy T.O.P. with the RichSoul podcast, where we promote inner prosperity by any means necessary. Just want to thank you guys for tuning in with your boy this week, man. The last couple episodes, they've been cool. I'm starting to settle in, and learn this whole little space that I'm in, and just being transparent with y'all so y'all know that, there's really nothing to hide there. On that note. But before we get started, just wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to our sponsors today, RichSoul Foods with our Restful Tea Blend, which we will be sipping on throughout our podcast today, throughout our recordings today. So, I already had this ready. You know how I like to do. I like to already have it ready. So it can do its thing so that I can sip it throughout. But, yeah, man, the Restful Tea Blend is actually pretty cool. I like it a lot. It's got a real smooth take to it. When it comes to like an actual taste for the tea, it's cool for me. You know what I mean? So it's right where it needs to be. And, it's real calming. So when my mind is everywhere, that's cool for me. That's my little spill on it. But yeah, man, so today we coming through and we're actually talking about that, the importance of rest and how vital that is to our overall growth, as far as humans, spirits, we're trying to make sure that we're operating in our highest self, at all times. I'm not even trying to make it seem like I'm always operating in my higher self because that's just impossible, but you do get better at it, you get better at it as time goes on, you get more consistent with it with yourself. But there's really never there's no such thing as perfect with this thing, And I think that that's cool. And it's important that, we be transparent with those things as speakers. Because sometimes people look to us for leadership and they should, or, because I think that there's a lot of people out here who have leadership to offer. So, but taking that responsibility on, we just have to be transparent with letting y'all know, like, look, we're not perfect, but these are methods that I feel like, when at least me, these are methods that, we're giving away to, be more consistent with yourself, with personal growth, inside of, prosperity. So, but rest, man, I feel like, like right now we live in an age where it's kind of glorified of, team no sleep, and being up, 24/7, and just not sleeping, and I think that that's kind of, counterproductive when it comes to overall health and how we operate. A tired mind can't really operate at its highest capacity. When you're tired, you make poor choices, or you make mistakes when you're tired. At least I do, like when I'm tired, I'm misplacing shit. I'm looking for stuff or, maybe things aren't being done to completion when I'm tired, because you could be spread too thin. And being tired isn't necessarily just a physical thing. I feel like, when we get trapped in the physical, that, that's where, we kind of get stuck. Like you can be emotionally tired. You can be physically tired. You can be just mentally tired, spiritually tired. Like it's just levels, to rest in general, So I would say that I didn't really get good at resting until I got a little older, like just because I was always on go and I felt like I was always on go. So it never really gave me like the opportunity to collect myself and really like get my plan of attack going, And that's kind of like what I'm driving home today is just that plan of attack can come better with rest. That it doesn't matter what you're doing. It's just, rest and having a rested mind, having a rested spirit. I think that contributes to your overall, success, your overall where you end up in life, as far as like, because there's a lot of people who, don't get me wrong, there's people out here who don't rest and they're successful. It's just that it wears on you. It wears on your life force. You can see it in your face. So, everybody makes their sacrifices, for what they want. But, with me, I'm trying to self-preserve, and keep it cool, calm, and collected. And I'm telling everybody, like, get your grind on, do your thing as we're supposed to, but get your rest in, Definitely do that. And, everything's more pleasant, when you rested, And I think that that's, just a valuable point, what I mean, to be able to drive home. Because I know just for myself, it's like I get cranky, you know what I'm saying? Like I get irritable, like cranky, irritable, saying shit. Like I get real short, my patience is gone, like I'm probably not paying attention to detail. I'm probably not even hearing you the way I need to be hearing you because I'm tired or I'm focused on, something else, where it's like, because when you get tired, you start to distribute your energy, you know what I'm saying? Like you get real more, anal with how you distribute your energy when you get tired. You don't want to I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with that. So that's something to keep, in mind, and I feel like also we got to take in account our lifestyles that we're choosing, you know what I mean? Because if being at your highest self is like your goal, you know what I mean? Then, these are things that I feel like are vital to take into account, and just being well rested is one of them. You know what I mean? And your lifestyle is going to help you, cope with that. You know what I mean? Your lifestyle, depending on what it is going to like, and how you integrate, rest, but lifestyle is everything. Lifestyle can take a lot out of us. So it's one of those, depending on, what your get down is, like you got to find a way to throw rest in there. Some lifestyles don't promote rest. You know what I'm saying? Some lifestyles are strenuous on the body, you know what I'm saying, on the mind. And I feel like that's just a conscious choice that, you want to make. Cause, you might be in a lifestyle that's more strenuous on the body, that's more strenuous on the mind. And that's cool. You dig what I'm saying? But if you start to feel that toll and it's like you can't change, like if you can't, get that rest that you need, it could be a change of lifestyle that you need. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. A lot of people are afraid to change their lifestyles, especially like after they've been in one lifestyle for a certain amount of time. You know what I mean? Because, nobody really likes to start over. You know what I'm saying? I know I don't, so it's one of those things like I'd rather be like, and sometimes it's funny because it's like, instead of starting over, like I'll just keep fucking up. It's like, oh, I'd just rather keep fucking up and doing this. It's comfortable, but it's like eventually, you're gonna have to tear it down anyway. So that's what I mean. Like sometimes, the choices just are dead ends. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's like you about to build up all this energy just to hit the end of the cul-de-sac, So, you're gonna have to whip that thing around and come back to the top of the block with it. And that's just one thing that I feel, definitely, tangible to take with you, as far as, well, how can I factor in to getting more rest, and part of that is, the lifestyle choice, you know what I'm saying? And does it promote it? Does it promote you being rested? And even in then, it's like time management kind of comes back into it, because it's like, let's just say like your lifestyle is what it is and you're not going to switch. Then it's like, okay, well, how can I manage that time to get that rest in? You know what I'm saying? An extra 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? A day, an extra hour, you know what I mean? Whether, it is what it is, like whether you're going to bed earlier, you know what I mean? Or, it doesn't really matter. But those are things that I feel like once I started to take into account of my own lifestyle, elevate, you know what I'm saying? Boom, my mood is elevated. My thoughts are elevated. I'm more in tune and ready to go with what I'm doing. And I don't really feel like the pressure, because like when you're not rested, you start to feel the pressure of, you know what I mean, everything that you got going on. You know what I mean? Because you're maintaining, like, whether you realize it or not, like you're maintaining your reality with your brain, with your mind, everything, you know what I mean? Like that's going on. So with you maintaining your surroundings, you know what I mean? Consciously, subconsciously, you know what I'm saying? With you doing that, like that's already a certain strain, a certain depletion that's coming from your spirit, you know what I mean? Because, your energy, your brain energy is coming to balance and, sustain what you've already built. So that's one thing to kind of keep in mind as far as why rest would be important, you know what I mean? To keep, at the forefront of the mind, you know what I'm saying? Just to be well rested. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we can't really do anything without our bodies, Once our bodies start to feel the tear, then the mind, you know what I'm saying, can only do so much, And it just eventually like wears our battery down. It's like I think about, our energy, and they say as you get older, it's harder to get your energy back, You know what I mean? But it's like, if you think about the longer you have a phone, it's like we never really turn our phones off. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like I never really turn my phone off. Even though I think I should. I think I should definitely start turning my phone off more, but just in general for, you know what I'm saying, detachment purposes. But we don't really turn our phones off. So it's like the phone's on all day, all day, all day. So then it dies and it charges back up, and dies and it charges back up. You know, like the only time my phone really ever gets turned off is when it dies. Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of like we treat our bodies like that too. You know, like we just go until we drop. And then so we go until we drop, and then we go until we drop. And then it's like you can only charge back up so much. You know what I mean? So it's definitely like that type of effect. Like, I hope that like that, you know, comparison made sense to y'all, you know, because it makes a lot of sense to me. But yeah, so that's what I would say, you know what I mean, as far as like really to drive that home on why it's important. Because it's just like, it might not even be, and especially for like the young ones watching this, you know what I mean? It might not even seem like rest is like really valuable right now or whatever, but like in the long run it is. And it's like, this is a marathon, you know what I mean? It's a long sprint. And I definitely want people to know that, you know what I mean? It's like, bro, it's like everything you do is like just the end game. Have an end game, have an end game. And to have an end game, you have to have stamina, you know what I'm saying? And to have stamina, you got to put in the work, you know what I'm saying? And to put in the work, you got to be rested. So, you know, that's definitely something that I really hope that we're all able to like vibe with, like on the same frequency today, you know, because that's something I feel like is really important for overall growth within. And that's something that I take very seriously for myself now, you know what I mean? Because, you know, you definitely feel the toll, especially when you start to get serious, you know what I mean? And it's like you really have to allocate your energy to like what you're dedicated to. Because like, you know, you're going to get to a level where it's like, boom. Okay, you get to a level, it's like, okay, I got to allocate my energy here, 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 no matter what. That's just what I'm maintaining. You know, everybody's basics is different. You know, some people are only maintaining this. Some people are maintaining all of this. It doesn't matter what you're maintaining, but, you know, just know that you're maintaining, and your stamina is going to be built up by the rest. You know what I mean? So whether that's just you taking that 30 minutes of silence a day, you know what I mean, to yourself in the morning, I think it's better. It's definitely better for me in the mornings. You know what I mean? Like, I have dogs, so it kind of, like, I don't have to talk to them unless they just, you know, getting on my nerves. But like, you know, just to have that time to yourself, you know what I mean? Like, you know, in the morning is cool, because it's like, you know, I wake up, handle the dogs, you know what I'm saying? You know, wifey go to work, and boom, you know what I'm saying? It's like you got that time before the meeting start, you know what I'm saying? Like, our meeting start at 10 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? 11 o'clock. You know what I mean? So you got to get up earlier to have that time to yourself, be more collected, you know what I mean? Be ready for the day to come at you, you know what I mean? That way, you know what I mean? You got a better attitude, better approach, you know, and that's just, you know, the approach that I took. And I feel like it helped tenfold. You know, they changed a lot of things around, you know what I mean? Just being rested, you know what I mean? Because sometimes that's all you need, you know what I mean? It's just a little bit of rest, because that rest can bring that clarity that you need, you know what I mean, to be able to level up, you know what I mean? So definitely something that I want us to be able to keep in line, you know what I'm saying, with our thoughts, you know what I'm saying, as we move through this thing, you know. So that's what I wanted to be able to give y'all today. Just wanted to say peace and blessings to everybody. Thank y'all for the support, you know what I mean? And just know that I'm growing with this thing, and I'm out here trying to grow just like y'all, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, feel free to hit me in the inbox. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. You know what I mean? Tap in with your boy if y'all got any type of topics that y'all want to see me talk about. You know what I mean? We can go with that. You know what I mean? But other than that, man, y'all stay blessed. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody. You know what it is. It's your boy TLP, man, with the RichSoul podcast. You know what I'm saying? Signing off.